Hey guys, welcome back to another Team Fortress 2 comic reading. So, today I'm going to read the Team Fortress 2 Ketchup comic. By the way, I do not own any of these pictures in the video because, I don't own Team Fortress 2 or anything. Valve owns Team Fortress 2. So, yeah. So, let's get started reading. And, by the way, these pictures are awesome! Anyways, let's start reading. Hello, 6-year-olds and parents reading to 3-year-olds. Why would anyone read this to 3-year-olds and 6-year-olds? Until recently, comics were just picture books used to distract small children. Not anymore. Thanks to Team Fortress comics, they're now blood-soaked, adrenaline-gorged orgies of picture violence that distract kids of all ages. Yay! And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what gender you are. You can still like Team Fortress 2. Yeah. I'm Sexton Hale, and if you don't know me, and if you don't know who I am, you're probably an idiot or a childless adult. But don't worry, because the comic you are reading has been written by hand with the express purpose of catching you up on 7 years of backstory, so you can get the good stuff. Issue 1 of our ongoing Team Fortress 2 comic. So, you better sit down, because, on second thought, stand. You don't want to be in a comfortable, bow-empty position for the rocket sled of exposition you're about to get strapped into. Let's get started. But I am in a sitting position if I don't have, and if I can't sit in a sitting position, then I can't read your comic. 1950. Our story starts in New Mexico. It's a desert, and it looks like this. Only a moron would live here. Here's some morons who decided to live here. A rich old man from England and his 20 idiot sons. The boys hated each other, but they loved their dad, and they convinced him to buy most of New Mexico and moved there. The old man never forgave him for that. Redmond Man, Blue Torch Man, Zephaniah Man. On his deathbed, he left the family munitions company, Manco, to his trusted aide, Barnabas Hale, my granddad. He left his maidservant all his gold, Elizabeth, and he left his sons nothing. Someone was screaming outside. Nothing but the useless land they convinced him to buy, and gave it to them to share, so they'd fight over it until the day they died. One of the brothers hired mercenaries to seize the land from his twin, but the other brother did too. The ensuing land war has gone on for 120 years now, and is dramatized in the documentary video game Team Fortress 2, available on Steam. Years passed. The brothers were close to death. By the way, 50 Shades of Grey reference. Haven't watched that movie because it's rated R. Or so I've heard. Years passed. The brothers were close to death, but no closer to stealing their worthless inheritance from one another. That's where this sharp old tack comes in. I like Radigan Conacher. He looks cool. With his freaking detective coat on. One of the brothers hired a brilliant engineer to build a machine that'll make him live forever. If he couldn't beat his twin for the land, he'd outlast him for it. Only problem was, this lady secretly convinced the engineer to build a machine for the other brother too, which her name is Elizabeth. Why? Nobody knows. But the other brothers are both practically immortal, still idiots, and doomed to pit their mercs against each other forever. You're probably asking, Sexton, how can I build a life-extending machine? Well, first you need some Australium, and good luck, because it's hard to come by. I went a bit sexy there. It's the most valuable substance on Earth. When we Australians found the stuff, it turned us into supermen. Look at that city up there. Pretty futuristic, right? Guess what? That's Australia in 1890. 1890. Now it's 1930. Billius Hill, his dad. And the TF2 classic Mercenaries. Anyway, more years passed, the brothers didn't die, and the war continued. That brings us to today. Good old 1972, which is actually the, which I think the game is, like, in the year 1960, but I don't care anymore. I'm in charge of the family business now. Mostly, I make and sell weapons for these guys, the current crop of mercs. We got the pyro, engineer, heavy, medic, spy, sniper, scout, demo, and soldier. Speaking of which, I just looked at the picture now. These two lovely ladies help coordinate the massive land war the mercs fight over. That's the minister, and that's Miss Pauline, her assistant. People are talking. It's like, yay. They're also secretly working for both sides, but the brothers and the mercs don't know that. So keep under your hat. I don't have a hat. In fact, burn your computer after you read this. But my mom will get mad, and she will kill me. And hello, Archimedes. So lots about it. Oh, there's also this guy. Gray Man. He's a long-lost, smarter third brother of those idiot twins I told you about. His dad abandoned him at birth because he was weak. He was captured and raised by eagles. Frickin' eagles! That's awesome, though. So he's friends with eagles. That's awesome. That is some preposterous horse beep. But I should say horse crap because reasons. If you ask me, but barely credible backstory aside, he means business. And he killed both his brothers last year. That's what I was about to say. And now he's trying to take over my company. The greasy little weasel. Alright, all that garbage I told you before, forget about it. I need to take a drink. All the people in front of you are eyeballs right now are what matters. Burn them into your brain. I can wait. I already burned them into my brain. I don't need to do it again. Memorize? Good. Now, you ready to read TF2 comic? That sounded like annoying orange right there. Oh, jeez. I'm going to have, like, tons of subscribers groaning right now. Click this page to go right to issue number 1. Happy Free Comics Book Day. Or, as we call it here at TF Comics, every day! Get clicking. Okay, so, that was the Ketchup comic for TF2. And I really like that comic because it was funny. So, yeah. Hopefully you'll like this video. Also, comment down below if you want me to read the TF2 comics, because, you know, I have nothing better else to do. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to try first to be with you, and I said it wrong again. Dang it. Fudge. So, yeah. I'm going to go watch Powerpuff Girls Speed Paints. Or whatever. So, yeah.